Over the last 100 years or so, people have reported encountering mysterious creatures. Although the majority of these have been explained, there are some that are still shrouded in mystery. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be going over 5 mysterious creatures that have baffled researchers for years. The Monkey Man of New Delhi. Going back a few years, there was a mysterious creature that terrorized the city of New Delhi. This happened in 2001, and many people were left with more questions than answers. In May of that year, stories began to circulate in New Delhi of a strange nocturnal creature. Not only this, but this creature was harming the locals. Those who did happen to encounter the humanoid described it as looking like a huge monkey. After this, more individuals came forward about their encounters. The descriptions followed a similar theme. They described the creature as being around 4 feet tall, covered in thick black hair, and being aggressive to humans. Strangely, reports also suggested the being wore a type of metal helmet, had metal claws, pants, glowing red eyes, and 3 buttons on its chest. Of course, this caused confusion over what this could have been. Before these reports, it was suggested it was either a human or a monkey, but now it's not known what it was. Some people reported being scratched, and 2 people were seriously injured trying to get away from the Monkey Man. After multiple reports, police issued artist impressions in an attempt to catch the creature. Shining a bright light in the Monkey Man's face was said to ward him off, as it renders his vision ineffective. To this day, there is no official answer for what these people were seeing. Some have suggested that what was being witnessed could have been an experiment or an undiscovered species of monkey. Woodwoes. Woodwoes, also known as the hairy wild man, is a mysterious creature that is believed to have existed in Europe during the Middle Ages. It is believed that this Bigfoot-like creature had hair all over its body. It was more close to humans than apes, and it could be described as an extremely hairy wild human. There are a number of theories about the Woodwoes. Some people believed that Woodwoses were actually people who had gone into the woods. As they lived in the woods, over time they adapted to the conditions, and in order to protect themselves, they grew hair all over their bodies. According to another theory, some people who were born with an unusually high density of hair on their bodies retreated to the woods and decided to live in isolation as they could not live a normal life in human society. However, some modern-day researchers have proposed that they were actually Neanderthals who were still alive in Europe up until the Middle Ages. Springhealed Jack. In 1837, a woman named Mary Stevens was walking to Lavender Hill in South London when suddenly a mysterious figure leaped in front of her. It grabbed her and scratched her body with its claws. As the woman started screaming, the passerby rushed to help her, but before they could reach, the mysterious figure had vanished. Locals searched for the mysterious aggressor, but they could not find him. This was only the first incident involving the mysterious aggressor with sharp, claw-like hands. Within the next few days, several other young women also reported similar incidents in London and the surrounding areas. The incidents associated with the mysterious figure made their way to the press, who gave it the name of Springhealed Jack. In February 1838, Springhealed Jack made another appearance. This time, a woman named Jane Alsop claimed that she was attacked at the door of her house by a mysterious gentleman who was wearing a cloak. According to her, someone had rang the doorbell, and when she opened the door to see who it was, the mysterious gentleman took off the cloak and breathed white and blue flames onto her. As she stood there in shock, the mysterious figure started cutting her clothes with its claws. The attacker fled after Alsop's sister rushed to the door to help her. The police arrested a man named Thomas Milbank, and a case was made against him. However, he couldn't be convicted as Jane Alsop insisted that the man who had attacked her could breathe fire. During 1838, many other incidents of Springhealed Jack attacking young women were reported, and gradually these incidents spread throughout England. Similar incidents were reported in Scotland as well. However, over time, the incidents associated to Springhealed Jack started decreasing. The mysterious man became a part of popular culture, however. A number of novels were written about him, and various supernatural abilities were attributed to him. The last reported sighting of Springhealed Jack was in 1904. Since then, there haven't been any other sightings. Over the years, there has been a lot of debate as to who or what this mysterious man or creature was. Some believe that it was merely a man trying to terrorize the locals in an effort to gain popularity. Others believe that it was a ghost-like creature that was attracted to young women. Whatever the reality of Springhealed Jack was, this Victorian demon has become a part of popular culture forever. Werewolves and dogmen. All across North America are reports of the creature known as the dogman, a strange werewolf-like creature that seems to possess supernatural strength and terrifying abilities. Some have often compared the creature to that of a more dog-like Sasquatch, whereas others believe it to be more of a werewolf beast and at the center of the numerous skinwalker legends. It appears that these strange theories are all the more connected when looking at the witness accounts taken from those that have experienced a number of the strange events at the Skinwalker Ranch. According to a mother named Rihanna Smith, she had been driving down an old dirt road located near Skinwalker Ranch with her young infant son in the car trying to get to a friend's house for a small party that they had planned ahead of time. As she approached the corner of an intersection near the ranch, she claimed that a large cow had run onto the dirt road after it had rushed out of the nearby bushes covering the sides of the pathway and ran directly in front of the vehicle. Before she could react, the car struck the cow head-on and stopped the vehicle from moving. However, the witnesses were not injured in any way as the car had already been slowing down ahead of time. As the car came to a stop, the woman noticed a large wolf-like creature that was standing on its hind legs and staring directly at the car as the headlights were shining brightly on its pelt. This caused the monster to turn and run away in fear. Shortly after, Skinwalker investigators were on the scene and questioned the mother and young son separately to better understand what had occurred. The investigators would later write that even the young son mentioned a large wolf in the road, leading credence to the claims that the mother had made in confidence to the other reporters. Oddly enough, a number of reports surrounding that of dogmen and werewolf-like creatures seem to come from that of the state of Utah, the state in which the Skinwalker Ranch resides in. The praying mantis humanoid. A couple were walking together in Chicago's Schiller Woods, a large, fairly flat area of woodland on the outskirts of Chicago O'Hare Airport. There isn't anything particularly special about Schiller Woods, but the area has been host to multiple deaths over the years, most predating our story by some time. However, this isn't what we're focusing on today. The couple, for whatever reason, were going to practice a pagan ritual in the woods. They completed the majority of this ritual, but towards the end they spotted something strange amongst the trees. The lady jumped up, startled at what she'd spotted, and thought they'd just seen the Slenderman. The figure was around 7 or 8 feet tall and had a strange grey complexion with big bulbous eyes, the sort you'd find on an insect when viewed under a microscope. The witness explained that the creature had long arms that dropped below its knees, and that these arms were attached to strange claw-like hands. The creature allegedly seemed keen to stay away from the couple and remained amongst the trees. It seemed reclusive and almost scared of them. The couple thought it would be best to leave the creature alone and hastily made their way back to the car. Still startled and feeling strangely in awe of what they'd just witnessed, the couple discussed whether either of them had noticed anything strange or different whilst they'd been practicing the ritual. Neither of them could think of anything, but on the way home, they noticed something. The area around the woods was normally densely populated with animals. All sorts of deer, raccoons, and other wildlife were commonly sighted near Schiller. However, on the night of the sighting, no wildlife was to be seen anywhere. Schiller Woods were eerily quiet and empty. The creature that the couple saw had been described as a humanoid in the form of a praying mantis. Male praying mantis can fly, are long-bodied with disproportionately sized limbs. They're usually green, but given this one was 7 feet tall and allegedly part human, it's forgiven for not totally conforming to the stereotype. Whatever the couple saw in Schiller Woods that evening, we're sure that they're glad that thing stayed behind the trees.